that mean?
So Giants is putting out a like a DLC, like a downloadable content package, and basically what it is it adds a bunch of stuff to the game. But unfortunately, I can't do anything with it, so I have to just leave it alone.
I'm kind of looking forward to the paint on the trees part, anyway.
Yeah.
Supposedly you get paint and go paint your trees.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I like that.
I'm not even gonna get it because I can't use any of it for modding, so I'm not allowed to touch it. Because it's paid content, so anything, if I touch any of it and try to use it for any of my mods, then technically that's stealing. So
you have to beg for people.
Yeah, well, there would be no way for me to police who had the mods and who didn't, or like who had the DLC and who didn't, so I can't just make it, oh, only people with DLC can use these mods. Well, that doesn't work like that, so there would be no way to police it. I don't know how you could do it.
Well, it must be quite the thing, because, yeah, those Komatsu machines that I downloaded are gone now.
Oh?
You go, like, if we go to the link that was there, it's not there no more.
Oh, weird. Maybe the modder got rid of them or something.
I've seen some write-ups about it on the Discord before they got erased or whatever, and yeah, I think that's what was happening, is somebody was playing with somebody's mods and giving them out.
Yeah, that happens quite a bit.
The owner didn't like that.
Yeah, that's why I tell all the freaking, especially private modders, man, I tell them all, I say, you know, if you don't want your content shared at all, don't share it with anyone unless it's like your best buddy that you've known since high school or something. So I used to have that lots when I was first starting out. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to share my mods for testing with this small group of people that I trust. And then next thing I know, it's like everyone's asking questions about this mod because it got released publicly. And I'm like, wait, what? When did that happen? Yeah, that sucked. So now I have a whole bunch of projects, but nobody gets them until, unless it's like my really tight niche testing team, or when they're public. That's when everybody can have them, so. Are you budgeting, Maverick?
I am, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna go up there and put some of your stuff here.
I did try your forwarder out. I like it.
It's pretty good. I really do like that one. It turned out nice. Drives pretty smooth. I really like the grapple. The grapple worked out really good, considering. But yeah, no, it's a pretty decent little forwarder. I'd like to expand on it even more and do some more stuff with it, but we'll see.
I've yet to mess with it.
Yeah. I'll make something new out of it.
I just can't get into forwarding.
Me either, but I had to try it.
Yeah, it's a very more European thing. Although it's starting to come here, like Canada, we're doing a lot more of it here now. Have you ever run forwarder in real life, Maverick? Like in the bush?
Yeah, I played around on them.
Yeah.
I used to use them to bring wood up. Like,
did you like them?
Some of the jobs, yeah, I think they were a neat machine to run.
Yeah. What kind of machine did you get?
It was a John Deere.
Yeah, it's always a John Deere. Every guy in Canada that I ask. It's funny, eh?
Yeah.
Although one of the operations up here has got those Ponce heads now, and the Ponce machines are actually starting to use them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like...
back in the early 90s, believe it or not, I was... Yeah, it would have been early 90s. I went to work for a guy that had all that Timco machinery. He had Timco buncher on the 445.
They have a forwarder too, don't they, Timco?
And they had a forwarder, which is the same as your...
Yeah, same. Looks exactly the same style, right? With the swing cab.
Same. Yep, cab and everything, and that was a neat machine.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we did it differently. We went out and I bunched everything parallel with the road.
Oh, weird.
Made strips in and out, and then the processor would go out each strip and process the wood across the trail.
Oh, I see. So that it could walk.
And then the forwarder would go out of all these trails, and he could pick wood from both sides of the trail now.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
It was a pretty neat outfit.
Huh.
Like everything was Timco except for the loader.
Yeah, I know Tats up here. That's what they're doing there. They got so many forwarders on the go now. It's crazy. They used to be all just stump to dump style, but now it's all, pretty interesting.
Well, you eliminate the buncher, which I don't care for very much.
Yeah.
Keep the fuck up.
It's not your favorite to get rid of that one.
No, but you eliminate the buncher, the skidder.
Yeah.
And then you got no brush.
No.
To put on the road. No
Plus,
tops.
it's all shorts. It's all shorts, so the mill's happy. And pretty much everything in Houston right now, it's all cut to length. Like, they don't take any longs in Houston, so...
Where the heck did I see a lot of long logs the other day? Oh, I know up in Quesnel they must be doing some.
Yeah, well, in Prince George, so
trucks.
the
Prince
Tata
George,
has
maybe.
a huge log deck at Corwood there. Their big log deck, and there's a lot of longs in there too, but it's all gets shipped to Prince George. None of it comes to Smithers or anywhere else. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, okay. 'Cause, yeah, I seen a couple going through Quesnel when I was there. I was taking some wood up or chips up to the pulp plant.
Yeah.
Seen 3 loads go by. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah,
Nice
and
spruce.
like Canfor is right there, like right off the more east there, and it's like all shorts. It's all they take is shorts. They won't even touch longs anymore. Their mill got completely redesigned not to have those anymore. It's pretty crazy.
We haven't. Yeah, I haven't seen logs up in our Williams Lake or Hunterwell for 20 years.
Long logs?
Unless it's house logs.
Oh yeah, house logs. Yeah. Those are still
long logs.
specially traded. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Industry changed quite a bit, but Smithers somehow is still strong at that mill. I don't know if it's just a certain size they can get out of the longs that are still favored by certain groups or something. I don't know, but yeah, they've stuck to longs for a long time. Longs for a long time.
Well, it's really not that bad of a deal. You think with the price of chips these days,
yeah.
I'll bring all the waste to town rather than do like we're doing. We're going out in the bush and trucking it back to town.
Well, that's it. Yeah, totally. And that's I think what Canfor was all about. They don't want all that waste in the mill, right? Creates just a mess for them. Just an extra mess for them. There's some ugly wood up here. Mm-hmm.
Dude, I ain't been in a loader in a long time.
What was that?
I ain't been in a loader in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Normally just take a cut, bunch, and process, and nothing works.
Well, welcome back to the loader. Oops.
That's
Bang
why
my
I
head
feed
into the
up
trees. Alright. Up we go.
I'm still a man on the mission to break this getter.
Oh.
I've yet to break it.
Can't break a skidder, not in this game. You can look like you're gonna break a skidder though, that's for sure.
I got a new record on how many trees the winch can handle.
Test it out, press it to its limits. Oh, they're not as...
Oh, I've gotten to 105.
Jeez, that's quite a bit. That's enough, eh? That's more than enough. Oh.
My new PC didn't like it, but
Yeah. It doesn't matter how good your PC is. Once you get a bunch of logs in this game, it just goes to crap. I have an extremely good PC, and it can't handle more than like a certain piles of logs before it starts crapping out. Although I found turning off some certain graphics settings actually does help quite a bit. So I started doing that. I killed some of like the distance shadows and stuff, and that really helps my frame rate by like a crazy amount. Who would have thunk it? But that comes down back on the game. That's just not very well optimized for this kind of stuff. Not in the quantity that we're doing it anyway. So they should fix that in 2029 or whatever.
sometimes they're out the farm somewhere.
Yeah.
They might.
Hey, Backwoods, your mic is like super muffled. I can sometimes hear you, and then sometimes it's kind of like really hard to hear you.
See, the thing about my mic right now is it sort of don't exist, so it's sort of just a Bluetooth headphone.
Oh, that's probably why it sounds shitty.
Yeah.
It's just muddy, like really muddy. Like, I wish I could equalize your microphone and turn the treble up or something.
Let me try one thing.
It's like if I talk like this and cover my microphone, it sounds really kind of muddy. Like that. There's no like crispiness. Can't hear the crisp. But that's just my inner audio guy just being a bitch, so don't worry about that. Ooh. Should probably be skidding all these somewhere. That's probably what we should be doing. Because this processor ain't liking trekking around up here. It can do it, it just ain't happy. It's So maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to park right on this edge, and then I'll haul that back. If you keep laying it that way, Maverick, like the way those are right now, then I'll drag them back with the skidder. And then I'm going to process it downhill. And then maybe Slowpoke can pass it down to Godzar there. Gozdar. I always want to say Godzar. I don't know why. Godzar! Where is the skidder? There's the skidder. It's funny how you've done this map so many times, like playing around with it while I was testing, and then all the machines are still sitting exactly. See, and there's the stump I hung up on every single time. It's funny. I'm just like, it hasn't moved since we played last time, but every time I test it, everything's still in the same spot. And I'm just like, so funny modding stuff. Funny, stupid modding. Yeah, no. Dun, 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 dun. Who's joining? Dempsey. Dempsey. There's the Dempsey. Can you hear us? Caca. No Dempsey. Oh, his mic's on. I hear noises.
Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah. How's it going?
Oh, okay. I didn't have one of my things plugged all the way in. You know,
no
technology.
Yeah, technology. Welcome to the party, sir. It's a small party today, but it is still a party.
Yeah. Still fun.
Oh yeah. So this is your first time playing, right?
Yeah, it's my first time on the server.
Sweet. Whereabouts are you from?
From Northern Ontario.
Ontario. Cool. Never been to Ontario. I have quite a few friends from Ontario, but I've never been down there myself.
Pretty boring.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Just trees and 2-lane highways.
Are you in the city at all, or are you out in the bush? Or rural, I guess you say. Sorry.
No, I guess you could say rural area. I'm in the bush every single day, so.
Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Do you work in logging, or what do you do?
Kinda. I drive fuel truck right now, so
well, that's pretty much like logging.
Supplying. So I'm on all the bush roads. I'm where everyone is. You know,
that's cool.
Bunchers, delimbers, all that fun stuff.
Dude, that's sweet. Trucking, hey? Maverick knows all about that. He loves trucking.
Funny guy.
It's his favorite thing. Right? Yeah, sure.
So I don't have joysticks yet. I ordered them.
Oh, you're off the team then. No, just kidding.
All right, I figured. I'll see you guys. Have a good one. It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, no, we don't care. It's all good. Yeah, no, you said you ordered some though? You're working on it?
Yeah, I ordered some, and right now the only thing I configured was the log loader because I don't know.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, whatever you're comfortable playing with, play with. It don't matter. There's plenty of random things to do here, so I always tell people you don't have to be a pro to play, and you don't have to have every bit of equipment. Just come in, have fun, yell at Maverick, you know, the usual stuff.
Well, definitely amateur on the controls right now.
Well, yeah, unless you get joysticks, you're always going to be amateur on the controls.
Yeah, pretty much second class, pretty much.
What do you got? Are you just mouse and keyboard, or do you have a controller?
I'm just mouse and keyboard, but if it's easier to do it on a controller, then I can.
I would go with the Xbox controller.
Yeah, actually, I've heard people have pretty good success with the Xbox controller. But
that's what I started with, and I'm not a gamer at all.
Or just make yourself suffer with the mouse and keyboard, and then when you get the joysticks, you'll just be so damn happy. It's probably the better way to go. Yeah, that's what I would probably recommend.
Like FDR, I'm a real logger, so if I could make my thumbs do what my hands have been doing for 30 years.
Maverick's an actual real logger. I'm not a real logger. I'm just a logger guy who's operated a few machines. You're the one that's put 10 million hours in the actual bush. Jordan just goes to random jobs that allows him to play with equipment for very short periods of time because I can never hold one for long enough.
That is the best part, though, man. I've never liked working for anybody very long.
Right? Yeah, short term.
Well, I find I get bored every now and then. Like after 2 years, I'm like, let's change it.
Dude, that's every job. I've done everything now. I feel there's barely a job I've ever done now, and I just can't find like the one. And I don't think there ever will be the one. You just have to find one that's like, you know, not as shitty as the rest, and still pays half decent, I guess.
And then, like, whenever you start a new job, you talk to someone, it's like, oh, I've been here for 10 years. I'm like, how?
Yeah, it's like, wow, that must be sweet. how's your life? How, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people just don't like change. I don't know. And some people a lot of people are scared of change, right? A lot of people are scared to leave. They think they're in the world's most secure, ultimate job, and if I leave, there's no way I'll survive without it. And it's just it's not true. There's lots of stuff out there. I mean, I've jumped jobs and made terrible decisions, you know, going, oh, I'm going to quit and this is going to be so much better, and then it turned out not to be better. I've done that a few times, but then you just keep looking, right? It doesn't mean you're like destined to be stuck in that one job for the rest of your life. But some people kind of treat it like that's how it is. I left this secure job that I hated, and now I'm in a job I hate more. And it's like, well, then find one that you don't. There's lots out there. Yeah. I don't know. Job market's pretty wild right now. There's a lot of stuff out there.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
You guys have lots there too, hey, for like positions available?
Oh my God, yeah. Everything.
Anything you ever wanted to be or try, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally every single place in my town is hiring for some position.
Yeah, literally. None of them are really paying in ours, but yeah. Most of the positions are pretty crappy. But
well, same thing here, but like the ones that are paying good, you need like, you know, 1,000 years of experience, or they won't even look at you.
Some people, there's some conspiracy theories about that companies are trying to do that so that they can create sort of an immigration of more people to bring in to take the workforce, so that they can pay them at a lower wage. So the theory is, in foreign countries, there is lots of people who are educated that have all that kind of experience. But right now, Canada can't really just haphazardly bring in whoever they want from other countries, because there's an immigration act that kind of protects against that, right? So what happens is, if locally they put the qualifications so high and keep them that way for long enough time, no one's ever going to get the job because no one has the qualifications. So eventually the government, they can appeal to the government and be like, oh, listen, well, we want to bring in this guy from, you know, Bangladesh who knows how to do this job. He has all the qualifications. We've tried for a year and nobody can get this job locally. The government will probably appeal that and allow it. But by doing that, they bring in a guy with qualifications and they can probably pay him 20 to 30 grand less a year, because he's, you know, not a local guy that'll be like, hey, you guys are boning me on my wage, right? So conspiracy theory, but I actually do kind of see that from some companies, because some of them really don't want to pay people a lot of money, regardless of how crazy your standards have to be. It's crazy to ask for that kind of experience. It's just like, you know, it's not here, so it just seems insane that they won't even like train people or like start attempting. I don't know. That's nuts.
They don't want to give anyone a chance.
Government. Yeah, it's mostly government stuff, though. You know, that's the government stuff. They're all like, yeah, 35 years is one of these. It's like, okay. And then some employers, granted, they just put that to set the qualifications high. But like, I've applied for jobs that said you need like 8 years experience of something, and I've had like 20 minutes experience of that, and they still let me in. So yeah, they said it's more just to kind of weed out people who are just, you know, really low effort trying to get jobs. That way they see those and it scares them away. If I see something I'm interested in, I'll apply for it anyway.
Yeah, just throw a resume in there, hope for the best.
Yeah. I might not be qualified.
Do I need to have permissions or anything?
Oh, yeah, you do. 1 sec here. I hate that. I can't tell you how many times I've complained about that since they added that feature now. Especially for logging. Like, who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
There must have been some griefing on some servers where people were cutting down people's maple trees or some shit. I don't know. My farm had the nicest maple tree, and then this guy joined the server and cut it down, and I can't grow it back, and woe is me, and my life is garbage. You know how it is. Somebody was unhappy somewhere. I need to paint the ground here. Let's go landscaping. Well, I'll never put this type of brush on my maps again, because you can't frickin' cut it. These stupid leaf things.
Oh, the mulcher doesn't take care of it?
No, I was so annoyed by that.
Oh, you are correct.
Yeah, you gotta go and buy the marsh grass.
Yeah, I buy grass and I bury it and then just paint over it.
It's like a massive inconvenience.
Yeah, I was super annoyed. I totally thought, why wouldn't it, right? But, well, so I'll never do that on a map again. I was also way too lazy to go take all that out, though, because that's a lot of work. I was like, I'm not going back through this map and cleaning all this out. It's not happening. But I got another map in the works that's going to be really interesting. It's going to have a lot of A lot of roads and weird windy stuff going on. I'm pretty excited about that one.
Oh.
Some guys asked for one that's like a fully roaded map, so we'll see what we can do.
Well, it's kind of fun though, building your own roads and cutting your way through.
Oh yeah. The problem is this game doesn't have the world's best road building system. I think that's what kind of most people don't like, but whatever.
Yeah, if you could do a better job, terraform or whatever you call it,
that'd
after
be
you make
super
a
cool.
road. Like I've been trying everything with the bulldozer and excavator, and I can't build a road.
I mean, you can wreck the road, that's for sure.
Oh
but
yeah,
that's
so
easy.
You can make a hell of a mess real quick.
Yeah, but you can't seem to actually get like a real smooth road.
No, like I tried making a switchback, and I ended up with a big hole
sorry,
in the
you dropped
corner.
a tree on the back of your Medill. I'm super sorry.
Better get HR on the phone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop all these here and let you guys handle that because it's stuck in my. That was a weird angled tree. Must have been pinned up against another one. Yeah. Yeah, no, the ground road creation system is just not really quite good enough. That's why I'm just going to build my own roads on the next map. But some guys said they had success with it. Wasn't me, though. I had fun digging holes, though. That was pretty fun. I used that John Deere and threw the bucket on it and just started digging random holes all over the place. Yeah, I was just like, hey, this is cool. But I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I guess you could haul the gravel and dump it and fill spots or something, maybe.
I was trying that too, digging banks and then trying to fill in the hole that I made in the corner, trying to build my switchback.
Yeah.
And no matter what I did with the bulldozer afterward, I could not get it to flatten out. There'd be little peaks and points and hollows,
crazy.
and tried using a leveling tool and
nah, nothing. Eh? Well, and then if there's a tree there, it like totally wrecks the whole thing. So
that's one thing that really enrages me in this game is like the whole like ground formation tools, like leveling and raising,
horrible,
and sculpting.
Well, that's because they still use the vertices for ground, which are those like really sharp triangular pieces instead of having like a smoothed out. But it's all grid mapping, like the ground. It's built on what is it called? It's like vertex grid mapping or something, and when they do that, it creates little points that you can pull up and down that then drag the textures up and down. Anyway, it just makes it look really like horrendous. Instead of it being smooth, it just looks really sharp and pointy all the ground.
It's terrible.
Now we had theories of sorry buddy, I'm stringing it right through your load there. We had theories on how to fix that by creating a higher density grid map by making more squares, smaller squares, so that the ground would equalize. But the game can't handle that because we attempted that and broke it several times. So that's something that's going to happen on a developmental side point from the team that actually created the game.
So never, what you're saying?
Yeah, so probably never. That's a good accurate assessment of time, I think. Yeah. But you never know.
You could come up with a surprise.
19 to this, though, I didn't feel there was a huge change. I feel it was very similar. Performance-wise, I don't think it improved. I think it got a little bit worse. Like, for graphics-wise, I don't think it looks better than 19. And I don't think it's optimized as good either. I think they added a lot of features, but I don't think they made the game smoother by any sense of the means. I'm gonna go process that pile up above you there, Maverick. Hopefully, you probably laid your deck across that, hey?
I don't know. I've just been building a big one here.
I think I can get it without hurting your trees here. I'm gonna try.
There's a couple sticking out of the bush I want to try and cut my way up to.
Yeah.
Unless you can drag them over when you get there.
Yeah, sure. I don't need a lot. Let's get as close as... I'm getting it. I was getting it. I think I was getting it, wasn't I? Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're good. Yep. Thanks, Slowpoke. Yeah, I don't know. I always have high hopes for this game, man, but I don't know. We might be at our max capacity here.
Was I the only one that was confused on like the whole like interface of like the pause menu and everything when the game first came out?
Oh my god, I hate it. I hate that menu. I think I had a whole rant episode where I talked about, or maybe I didn't. I need to have one though, because I absolutely think the layout of that menu is so stupid and confusing. Whoa.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, that tree's gone. Yeah,
like now that
just,
I'm used to it, it's whatever. But before, it was
yeah,
like,
I had no idea
Jesus.
where anything was or where I was going or what the hell. Like, I was like, what is going on? I still don't like it. Sometimes I'm like looking for something and I'm like, what menu was that under? I can't even remember. Or like a setting or yeah, not well thought out. All right, Maverick, I'm coming down to that pile. We'll see what happens. Hey, Dems, if you want to hit these stumps here, that would save my soul.
Where are you? Oh, okay,
right
yeah.
Where the head's kind of wobbling around here. Because I've been driving over them repeatedly, and they're wrecking.
Yeah, I've been working my way over here.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, crazy times. Boing, 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 boing. Need to add some more weight to that head. Looks like she bounces when you put her down there.
Oh, there's one right here.
And then just go hard left. You have an unlimited amount over there.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Just little bits and pieces. And then I'm going to go past you here and go park here next to Maverick.
Oy.
Hey, Maverick, do you want to go down with the buncher? We'll start working on that other pile. Down where that other processor is at the landing down below. And then just start kind of heading downwards, downhill. And then we'll pull it back up to that landing and process it there. Now that we've kind of got this nice clean hill that we can actually work on now. Oh my god, is this a flat spot? No way.
Hey, I got a question.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Why am I running a John Deere when there's LTEC?
We have so many LTECs, I just wanted to change it up a little. Pretty soon you'll probably be running a Tiger Cat there, so that's the next plan.
Anything
that 822, man, she's a beauty. Anything but a John Deere.
These LTECs are like, no one uses them in our area. Everyone uses Tiger Cat or John Deere.
In Ontario?
Yeah, I didn't even know that this was a machine brand. Like, that's how I've never seen it before.
Yeah, I know,
Isn't
right?
it made in Ontario?
No,
I have no
Quebec.
idea.
Yeah, they're from Quebec.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, that makes sense. We hate everything from there.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple in Alberta. I haven't seen a buncher yet. I've seen a couple loaders in Alberta.
I saw one of these actually heading up north. Looks like an older model though. None of these, like, not one of the brand new ones that they got, but yeah, it was going up to I don't know, probably Stewart would be my guess, but no. I mean, I've talked to a few guys that have run them, and they said they love them because the parts in them are really like interchangeable. They run off of like just really modern stuff. Like, they don't have specialized parts of any kind, so you don't have to go to the manufacturer to get like like O-rings and stuff like that. Okay. He just they just, and that was their plan. Like, even talking to the team, like when I was working with LTEC to get these machines made, they said that was one of their main things, is that they want to make it so that you could run down to your local whatever and get parts for it off of just standard stuff. They don't want you to have to go buy specialized everything for.
And that happens a lot, believe it or not.
Oh my God, Cat's actually really bad for that. Even with the equipment that's
been around for a year. Yeah, Cat.
Yeah, Cat is
break something
for that.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be 3 weeks. We got to get one from Mississauga or something. Like that.
That's what happened to me.
That used to be like the king in my area, and then everyone just stopped getting Cats.
Yeah. I mean, I got nothing against Cat because, I mean, some of their stuff's pretty sweet. I run a couple of their machines and I don't mind them, but like, man, the parts thing is a huge thing when you're actually operating these things. So remember that first day I ran that Cat 320 with that processor, that Southstar on it, and that was what happened. The frickin' O-ring blew in the main hydraulic pump or whatever, and we tried like 17 different O-rings that they had in their box there, and not a single one of them would work, because we called the dealer, because we were on site, and we called them, and they're like, oh yeah, no, there's a special like 0.0111 of a millimeter different freaking O-ring. And he's like, are you fucking serious? Like, he was mad, the guy that I was working with. He's like, yeah, and we can't get those right now, so it'll probably be 3 or 4 weeks before that can come in. He's like, well, what am I supposed to do with this piece of shit till then? And then apparently a week later, they sold it. He's like, screw this, I'm never doing this again. I was like, that's pretty good. But it was also like a weird model of a Cat machine. It was down from like South America or something, they got it. And it was like super small, like not small, but like probably a foot smaller in every possible direction, like, of the machine. So it was like really weirdly small compared to the original ones. And I don't know, they just build them a little bit different down there. But he said, yeah, it's always like one part that's just a tiny bit different, so none of the local stuff will work. It's But yeah, super
It's gotta be
frustrating.
maddening.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they got rid of that one pretty quick. I don't know what they got. I think they got a link belt up there now that's running processing. But
they use a lot of like Komatsu excavators, and they just take the boom off them and they put delimbers on them.
yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, it works. Yeah, mostly there's a couple delimbers still up here. Not a lot of them, but there's a couple. Mostly all
they
just
use processors over there.
yeah, it's all mostly like Waratah heads and stuff up here. Waratah and Southstar. Those are the two big ones.
My area, depending on who you're cutting for, it's like means the difference between using a buncher or a processor. It's
Oh god. Oh god. Ah!
it's oh yeah.
I don't know what happened. My machine is hung up on something. I guess I'll just have to keep processing because I can't drop the damn tree. Oh my god. Man down. Man down.
We got front row seat.
All right, we're back up. There we go. What the hell was that?
Front row seat.
Yeah, that was good, eh? I've never had that happen. I don't know what that tree caught on. That was pretty cool. My processor's still going. I was just like, well, I can't stop, so here we go. Wherever it goes, it goes. That's the stupid part. That was the other thing that Giants removed that I'll never get over, and I'm still holding a personal grudge against them for it, is getting rid of that ability to turn the head off and back on again to drop the log.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Super unhappy that that's not a feature anymore.
That's the only way I could bunch in 19 when I was using Xbox controller.
Right? I don't know why that's a thing. Why would you get rid of that? Like, why? What's the reasoning behind that?
I'd like to see an open mode on the processing where you can pick the length you want to cut it to.
Yeah, like
not
while it's
programmed.
live. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like,
I can
want
change
a
my
5 meter
length.
piece out of this, or nope,
Yeah.
I need a, or take a big butt and do a peeler or whatever we call them up here.
totally,
So 16-foot peeler, and then that's all saw log 20 footers or
Yeah, like predefined lengths that you can hit it to while you're processing. So yeah, if you got like 6 meters left on a log and you just want 6 out of it, you don't have to run it right out to 14, right? That'd be sweet.
Yeah, or even a couple presets like they have in real processors. Once
Right.
you get all your programs in, I need this button for a 6, this button for an 8.
But you got to remember, Maverick, they never planned any of this to get this far. We've taken this so much further than it was ever supposed to go in this game.
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
before I downloaded your mods and like the in-game ones in comparisons, was like, oh wow.
Yeah, there was no intention for it to get to this level from the development team, I don't think.
Well, because I'm pretty sure they focus more on like the actual like farming aspect of the game.
No, the logging is not what it is, man. And they'll never ever, I'm not going to say never ever, but I doubt they will ever create a logging dependent game. Because, one, an entire team would have to be dedicated to it, and in the grand scheme of things, we're still a very small minority of the players. I mean, if you look at the farming aspect, there's a lot of guys on that side. Okay, I gotta go see what the hell I'm hitting here. I must be stuck between trees. Aha! I knew it. I knew it was stuck between trees. Maverick created the perfect pincer here. There we go. And there's one more here too. Aha! That's what flipped the machine right there. Hey Slowpoke, if you want to come up here, I just knocked down a few trees. If you want to come pile them up here.
What am I stuck on? I'm gonna take care of this stump down here.
Whatever, those are just all over the place. There we go. Now I can cut these properly.
The weirdest thing I've seen somebody process in a long time.
What's that?
Seeing somebody process while they're down in a hole.
Oh yeah. Got to make it challenging, right? You can't have it all nice on a flat landing. That just makes it not fun. It makes it boring. Way too easy. It's not frustrating. You're not processing, right? Or is that bunching? I can't remember.
That's a little bit of both.
Or logging or skidding, or loading or skidding. Yeah. If you're not mad, you're not logging. I just realized Goslar's been writing in the chat and I hadn't even noticed. Sorry, buddy. Oh, that's why he's not, you have to wait to get your, oh, so you can talk, I'm guessing. What time is it now? 11? We got another little bit for sure. Well, actually, hey.